But now it's the Vikings' turn.
With the 4th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Matt Kalil, tackle, USC.
Well, once upon a time, this early in the draft, from the same school, oddly enough, that would be 1968, the Vikings drafted a young man by the name of Ron Yeri, who became a Pro Bowl left tackle. Fran Tarkenton and Joe Kapp. They're hoping that he can be close. Matt Kalil.
Well, they really didn't have much of a choice. They lost both their guards, Herrera and Hutchinson. They need help at left tackle since McKinney left. But here's a scouting report on Kalil. He's an outstanding athlete. His combine was rare. He can really recover. If he ever gets in trouble, that athleticism bails him out. What's really impressive is the way this kid pulls and can really be a factor on toss sweeps and screen passes. The only thing we don't see enough of is power, particularly in the lower body. He's not stressed a lot on film at USC, where he's one-on-one against a great pass rusher. They do a lot of down blocking, gap blocking, safe protection, naked bootlegs. You never really see Matt Kalil in a stressed situation against a great rusher, but he's very athletic and is certainly a position of need for the Vikings.
And I think the fact that you're protecting the blind side at USC of Matt Barkley. Matt Barkley had a phenomenal year. He's going to be a high pick next season coming out of USC, and he didn't get touched coming off that blind side by any of the defensive ends that Matt Kalil went up against. If you go back to that Arizona State game, which USC lost, it was pressure coming from the other side, not against Matt Kalil. You look at this kid, 6.
Baltimore has traded the 29th pick to Minnesota. With the 29th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Harrison Smith, defensive back, Notre Dame.
Well, the Vikings had to do something to improve their secondary play. They gave up 34 touchdown passes. Harrison Smith, the second best safety in this draft, a former outside linebacker who moved to the safety position the last 2 years in South Bend, had some deep ball production, had 3 interceptions against the Miami Hurricanes 2 years ago in the Sun Bowl. Here he is in a 2-deep shell, breaking off and making a nice play on Kirk Cousins. He can come up and fill the alley. He's a solid tackler. I don't think he's got a lot of rare traits, Mel, but he's a 2-time captain at Notre Dame. He's had a lot of production and experience, and I think he's going to be a reliable, heady football player that can really help the Vikings, who were horrific in pass coverage last year and also really struggled covering kicks. Harrison Smith's a good pick.
John, 2 years ago, he was a ball hawk. This year, you think about the Michigan State game, he saved the day there. Didn't have the picks, though, but a captain, productive kid.
Three-year starter, 36 starts, 10 interceptions. I liked his ball skills and awareness. He played press and off man at UCF.
That's a 4.29 according to Charlie Casserly. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Now they get a guy who's got some versatility, and here's a guy, Trey.
Robert Blanton. Minnesota loves secondary people from the Irish mill.
I'll tell you, think about Robert Blanton as a cornerback at 6'1", 207 pounds. Sturdy cornerback, did a real good job, I thought, in coverage. Very good tackler. Think about this past season, a career high with 70 stops. A guy that I thought did a nice job in coverage despite the fact that he only ran a 4.6 640 at the combine. And then when you see the ability there that he has in coverage, you say, well, he's 4.66. He's got to move inside the safety at the pro level. So the bottom line with Robert Blanton, you get a cornerback who showed some ball skills, the ability to make some plays in coverage. He showed he could tackle, he could support. Now you say, okay, that's an easy transition, Todd, inside to the safety position.
Just a really good football player. And so you're going to find a way to get some contribution out of him. He plays on specialty. He does all the little things, and I think he'll overcome that lack of pure, straight line speed when you test it in shorts and a t-shirt.
NC State. Here comes the blitz on 3rd and 11. Bridgewater, he'll go down. 3-yard field goal if they try it.
They're just going to bring pressure off the strong side again, but Kuhn just gets a good push. They tried to throw a double move on the outside, and this is more of a coverage sack.
Now he's sacked back at the 10-yard line.